with precious metals. I'm Dinesh D'Souza for Birch Gold Group. Birch Gold Group is who I trust to help you protect your IRA or 401k with gold and silver. With thousands of satisfied customers, an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, get a free information kit by texting the word PROTECT to 989898. Again, text PROTECT to 989898 today.
Brian Clark, ABC News.
I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network. Governor Mike DeWine has signed a bill into law that forbids public schools and colleges from requiring people to get vaccines that are not granted full approval by the Food and Drug Administration. Here's ONN's Daniel Barnett.
The legislation aimed at the coronavirus vaccine also prohibits individuals who don't receive the vaccine from being denied the chance to participate in school activities. DeWine signed the bill without comment on Wednesday. Tuesday, the governor said it's important for the FDA to switch coronavirus vaccines from emergency use authorization to full approval as soon as possible. DeWine says the vaccine's emergency use status is contributing to vaccine hesitancy in Ohio.
There's a memorial service this morning for a member of the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey team. Yolanda Harris with ONN affiliate WBNS TV in Columbus has more.
A service is being held for Columbus Blue Jackets goalie Matisse Kivlenieks. While the service is private, it will be streamed online starting at 10 a.m. for anyone to watch. Kivlenieks died on July 4th after a mortar-style firework struck him in the chest. It's being investigated as an accident. The police report is still being reviewed by the prosecutor's office before being released to the public.
The Cleveland Clinic says it will not be administering the newly approved drug for Alzheimer's disease, saying it supports additional research on the drug but has concerns about its safety and effectiveness. I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network.
Live and local conversation for the Ohio Valley continues shortly, here on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the Watchdog trusts.
A serious injury from an accident can be just the start of your worries. What if you cannot return to work? How do you take care of your family if you're disabled? At Gelner Law Offices, we represent seriously injured people and understand their problem. We know how to get you fair compensation. We will work hard to make sure you get the money you deserve for your losses. Don't go it alone. If you're hurt in an accident, call us at 304-242-2900 or visit us at gelnerlaw.com.
We'd like to help.
Oh, there's something so real about living local, and I know without a doubt I'm not alone. And I love living local. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Said I love living local. WTRF is working for me. The Ohio Valley is where I love to be.
Does your dog need groomed or walked? Are you looking for a pet sitter or dog boarding options? If so, call Dirty Paws, Wheeling's newest pet care service, providing the Ohio Valley with everyone's pet care needs. Check us out on Facebook at Dirty Paws WHG or call 304-639-7754.
The Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium has reopened its gates. Reconnect with the roar, reconnect with the rumble, reconnect with the wild. With new safety procedures in place, we invite you to reconnect with wildlife once again at the zoo. Visit pittsburghzoo.org for information about ticketing and our modified operations. See you at the zoo.
Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection. Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection.
Hello everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Thursday. Mostly sunny skies, a daytime high of 87 degrees. Mainly clear overnight, 67 for the low. Sunshine, few clouds around for your Friday, with highs in the mid to upper 80s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
You're early.
Roger that.
It's Thursday.
Why even call it Thursday? Problem? We have pizza on Thursday.
Places, please! Quiet down!
Here's a complete disc jockey show with all the modern pace of today's exciting radio.
Good morning. Let's get started.
Seriously, let's go.
It's showtime.
Grab a cup of coffee or your favorite breakfast beverage and listen or watch the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe during the 100 Days of Summer.
It's cooler than we've had lately. 68 degrees, clear skies at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. 69 and foggy here at my home studios in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling. Call it 69 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Going to be a dry day. No rain to worry about. Sunshine, probably the predominant factor of the day. Could be a pretty good day today compared to, well, actually yesterday turned out to be a good day too. You know, Zach was saying to us yesterday, Biff, I guess this has been a hard week or so for him to predict because every day he's told us we're going to have, kind of verstunk sort of days, and really, at least here at my house, most of the day turned out to be a pretty good day yesterday. Had a little bit of rain coming down, but it really wasn't that bad. I guess this is just a hard time of year to predict the forecast.
Which is why we leave that up to him.
That's right. Which is why he often says, you may just want to take an umbrella, kind of like, just be prepared. And it is why I always tell you, use the Storm Tracker 7 app, and they do an hour by hour. You can look hour by hour, what's next hour going to be in the next hour. It's a little more specific to the time, so check that out. Anyways, it is going to be a pretty nice day today, dry day, some sunshine and so on. I didn't get to get in the pool yesterday. Teddy, after work, after his parents picked him up, went down and got in the pool. You know, Biff, we talked a couple weeks ago we talked a couple of months ago actually, chlorine apparently in short supply this year. And it's very expensive. I know that my son had to really scramble to get chlorine to open up his pool, and when he found some, he bought enough, I think, to keep the pool chlorinated for 2 or 3 years. And we were talking about that. We were talking about the fact that elsewhere in the country, people are beginning to rent their home swimming pools out, rent the swimming pools out. So, folks from the neighborhood can come over, but they'll have to pay a charge. There is now an actually app. They say there's an app for that. There's an app now that lets homeowners rent their swimming pools by the hour. So you can download this app, and then people can sign on to your app, and they can, I guess, use a credit card and so on. So if you got a swimming pool and others in your neighborhood don't, and you want to, you want to make a little buck off of it, you can do that with this new app. I don't know that this story here doesn't actually give me the name of the app, though. It's being used primarily in Wisconsin, where there are some new regulations on swimming pools that have been introduced. Wisconsin officials say the pools being rented must be treated the same as public swimming pools, meeting the same guidelines and so on. It's called Swimply. Swimply. All right, there you go. So you can download the Swimply. I'll tell Jason about this. You can download the Swimply app and then use it to rent out your swimming pool. I don't know. I know Jason's just basically said to the folks in the neighborhood and to his friends, you want to go swim, come on in. Although, because my son is not a particularly social person, he goes, but I'm not going to be a host. If you want to come swim, it's your business. Go swim. In fact, I said that to my wife and I. Yeah, you all come down anytime. I'm not coming out to swim with you, but you want to swim, go and do it. Vivian, all the time I've talked about pools, I've never asked you, do you like to go swimming?
Oh, absolutely. Love swimming.
Where do you go? Do you go to the public pools, or do you go to the island pool, or where do you go?
Well, nowhere, because it's kind of hard to do that. But before,
time-wise, okay,
time-wise, I mean it's so. Before, we practically, when I was little, we practically lived at the Benwood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ben was.
I mean, every summer for years, we would go to Benwood, or there was a place called Sunset Beach, like up if you're going in Pennsylvania.
Up towards Washington, PA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would go there occasionally, but for the most part, I mean, those were the two we usually went to. It was either there and Benwood. I mean, that was it.
Swimming pools, well, they still do abound. When I was younger and my kids were young, boy, every town had their own swimming pool. And, of course, there are multiple pools in the city of Wheeling. And you had the Benwood pool, and you had Four Seasons pool in Moundsville, and Martins Ferry has a pool. Does Bel Air have a pool? I'm trying to think. I don't know that Bel Air has a pool. Basically, everybody's got a municipal pool. And as you said, Sunset Beach, which I didn't go to. My kids went to them. My parents, their grandparents, took my kids to Sunset Beach a lot. And that's a really big deal, right? I mean, that's not just a little tiny pool. Isn't that a pretty big size facility up there?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they had a water slide, and I think like a net you could play volleyball, and yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was kind of like a treat for us whenever Mom said, we're going to Sunset Beach. It's like first thing was, oh yeah, water slide. You couldn't wait to go because of the water slide. So
is it still around, Sunset Beach?
No, it's not. It's I forget when it actually was gone, but yeah, it's no longer. But it was always it was fun. I mean, it just really enjoyed going there.
Another item of our YouTube that's now gone, I guess. All right, it's 7:16 after the hour here on this Thursday edition of the Watchdog Morning Show. I'll mention this 2 or 3 times today, just so nobody, hopefully, y'all wanted to call Biff and wonder or complain. I'm off tomorrow. If I go see the dentist, probably gonna come back looking like a jack-o'-lantern. I have to have a couple of teeth pulled, so I'm off for the day tomorrow. So don't panic or applaud, depending on your perspective. Don't panic or applaud tomorrow if I'm not here. When I'm not here, because I won't be here tomorrow. Butch Maxwell tomorrow, filling in for me, and Butch always does a great job and has all kinds of good and fun stuff for you. So Butch is in tomorrow, and all things working out properly, I'll be back on Monday. So I just want to make that known to you. 7:17 here on the Watchdog Morning Show. My top of the morning this morning is a story that I've been into for the last several days and going to stay on for a while. This is Top of the Morning.
Here's the news you'll be talking about all day. Top of the morning on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
Governor Justice once again went on his Publishers Clearinghouse, I call it that, trip yesterday. He hit the road, on the road again, on the road again. 4th week in a row as he traveled around the state with his little baby dog, handing out prizes to the winners of the Do It for Baby Dog contest. 2 West Virginians each received a custom-made pickup truck. One of them, an assistant football coach at Riverside High School in Kanawha County. And so they're having football practice, and here comes the governor driving his great big black SUV, and the governor was driving. Listen, I have a very hard time getting out of a car. I have a hard time getting out of a car, so I'm not making fun, but you watch the video, the governor drives up onto the football field, and then it takes him like 10 minutes to get out of the car. I only comment, I'm not really making fun because it takes me forever to get out of the car as well. But anyway, so he pulls onto the football field and he goes up, "Hi, Coach. I guess you probably might know why I'm here, huh? Yes, I got you. How's this truck look? Pretty good looking truck. It's yours, Coach. It's yours." And then he goes, "I got somebody else that wants to meet you." And he goes around and gets Baby Dog out of the truck, and Baby Dog comes out, and the governor says, "Why don't you give him a hug, Coach?" And you can see the look in the coach's eye, Biff. Yeah. Shh. sure I'll hug the dog. And he goes over to reach for the dog, and baby dog goes scampering away somewhere else, which I think maybe made Coach Sowers happy. Hey, I'm sure you want to give him a hug, don't you? Yeah, sure I do.
It's like, Governor, I don't have a problem with it, but the dog has no clue who I am. He's probably going to do what he did and just get the hell out of there.
And when he's done, I'm going to have one of my boys clean it up. Of course, I bet you won't clean him up. Governor, thank you. By the way, did you bring a plastic bag? Because we got to pick some of this stuff up. Anyways, he was one of two, Coach Sowers at Riverside High School in Kanawha County, one of two people who won the truck yesterday. The other was Grace Fowler of Nettie in Nicholas County. The governor surprised her in Summersville on Wednesday afternoon. She said she's been dreaming about driving a new truck. I got my dream, didn't I? She said. 47 other prizes announced during the day yesterday, including the pair of full 4-year college scholarships and so on, and the $1 million drawing as well. So that's what happened yesterday. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look, I've said it before. I really don't want to be the guy that causes trouble. I don't. I really don't. And it is fun, even though I kind of make fun of the governor. It's fun. Here comes the governor riding his big SUV out of the football field, and he gets out and he ambles on over. Hi, Coach. I guess you might like this beautiful pickup truck. This is your. It's kind of fun, but we're paying for it. $10 million in taxpayers' money being used for the baby dog contest, and the intent of the contest, of course, is to get more people vaccinated. And yet our vaccination rate is going down. It's actually going down. And we're seeing fewer and fewer people getting vaccinated, even though this contest is still underway. And I know I'm being the grumpy old man. I know it. But for heaven's sakes, isn't it time to say this isn't working? Isn't it time to say we could take the $10 million and do something else with it? I mean, I know we're halfway through the baby dog contest now. We're not going to change it, but it just frustrates me. There is absolutely no purpose. Zip, zero, zilch, niet, nine, nihil, none. There is no purpose to the Do It for Baby Dog contest other than to publicize Governor Justice and let him play game show host. There's no other. We're not lowering the vaccination rate, or we're not increasing the vaccination rate. We're not getting more people vaccinated. In fact, the rate is going down just almost dead bottom. Now, I was thinking yesterday, possibly, maybe, if it's younger people that aren't getting vaccinated, maybe some of the kids on the coach's football team will get a bit more motivated. I don't know. Maybe that'll be good that it was a football coach. But Biff, I don't know if you get as frustrated with this as I do, but we're spending $10 million, and there is no purpose to this. We are achieving nothing, zero, except giving the governor something to do on a Wednesday afternoon, other than being governor. He likes to play Monty Hall. Let's make a deal, or Bob Barker, come on down. Let's give things away. I just get so frustrated with it.
Yeah, I think there's probably a better way, to do it. And again, it's just more for the governor. He's out there. He's getting what he wants. He's on camera. He's on TV. There's videos on Twitter and Facebook and wherever else, and he's just eating it up.
And again, is it kind of fun to watch it? Yeah, And people who get the truck or get the weekend getaway or any of the other prizes, people are happy in getting things. Contests are always fun.
I mean, I could see if you wanted to do it the first time, You know, when they pulled the very first set of winners, and okay, you know, you give the 2 trucks and you give the $1 million check away. If you want to show the governor doing that after the first time, that's fine. But I don't need to see it 7 different times, 7 different reactions from, you know, different groups of people. Is it great that a high school coach won it? Absolutely. But I don't need to see the governor rolling onto the field with a truck to present it to the coach. I mean, you know, just say who they are. If you want to say he's a football coach, fine, great, and that's it. We don't need to see this now. 6 more. What? I think they got 3 more drawings left.
7 in total.
7 total, yeah.
4, so,
So 3 more left. I don't need to see again now 3 more different winners get trucks and, you know, be presented with a bone that's a check. I don't need to see that. Once was enough for me. That's it.
And we've got to remember the purpose of this whole thing was to motivate more people to go get vaccinated. You have to be vaccinated in order to be in the running for the trucks or for any of these prizes. But it's not working. We're not getting more people the vaccination rate is going down. Fewer people are getting vaccinated, not more. So it's not working. And we're spending money. We're spending a lot of money. $10 million is actually in the prize packages. And then there's ancillary costs. We told you yesterday, Phil Kapler of the Gazette-Mail has done some research, and it turns out, now yesterday the governor drove. No, he flew yesterday, didn't he? That's right, he flew because Kapler was following the flight path of the state airplane throughout the day. So he knew where the next winner was going to be coming. If you follow Phil Kapler's tweets on Twitter, he would say, the airplane seems to be heading towards Fairmont now. Must be somebody in Fairmont winning. So I guess he was flying again yesterday. But anyways, and that's more cost. That's additional cost. And we're not achieving, and that's okay. I don't mind the 10 million. I don't mind him flying. I mean, if we're achieving the purpose, but we are not in West Virginia, as around the country. Vaccination rates still very, very low.
And I hate to break the news to the governor, but I don't see him rising anytime soon because, again, the people that have already decided to get their vaccinations, they've done it. Now, whether or not they go and get the second one, that's a different story. But there are other people as well that have just decided, and again, in my opinion, you're not going to convince them. They've decided that they're just not going to get it. I mean, you're not going to be able to get through to them. They've already made up their mind. I'm not getting the vaccination. That's it. So you have that. So that's the other part of it. You have that at work as well.
So we're not motivating people to go get vaccinations. We're giving the governor a lot of free publicity. And again, is it kind of fun? Yeah, it's a game show. It's the West Virginia game show, I guess. But we're seeing the vaccination rate go down, fewer people getting vaccinated, which is a scary thing because active cases for COVID-19 are increasing for the first time since May the 5th. State Department of Health and Human Resources said new cases of COVID outnumbered recovered cases by 16. 78 new cases in West Virginia in the past 24 hours, 7 additional deaths. Now, those numbers are relatively small compared to some of the numbers we have had during the height of the pandemic, but the point is, we had been trending downward, and now it's going up. And the other thing that we know is that virtually all of the people who are getting COVID, many of the people getting COVID, most of the people in the hospital, and virtually all the people who are dying from COVID are not vaccinated. You know, Biffy, I don't know if the likelihood of you going to die doesn't motivate you to get a vaccine. I don't think a new hunting rifle is going to motivate you.
I don't think if that doesn't do it right there, forget it. Then nothing is going to motivate you. If family can't do it, even the thought of dying, if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what more motivation you need. But if that doesn't work, then forget it. This baby doll contest certainly isn't.
Isn't going to do it. Yeah, the little doggy going woof woof woof, and a free weekend getaway is just not going to motivate you. COVID is rising across the world too, as well. Again, this is kind of scary. We thought, I think we believe we're out of it. It's over. It's done with. And those of us who are vaccinated have a much more comfortable life we can live now. The World Health Organization reported yesterday COVID-19 deaths and cases are rising globally. Deaths by COVID increased by 3% last week. It had fallen every week for the last 9 weeks. Last week, it went back up. That's deaths went up by 3%. Number of total cases, this is worldwide we're talking about, number of total cases rose last week by 2%. I'm sorry, by 10%. By 10%. And all officials say the number one motivator, low vaccination rates. Low vaccination rates mixed with the arrival of the Delta variant and maybe coming down the road, other variants as well. Those of us who are vaccinated, we're in fine shape. But those of you who choose not to, shape not so good. Speaking of vaccinations, coming up a little bit later on this morning here on the Watchdog Morning Show, Biff, our old friend from the Ohio Capitol Journal, Jake Zuckerman, is back. You remember Jake came to us a couple of weeks ago and reported on the Ohio Health Committee hearing at the State House, where that crazy woman was there talking about how everybody knows that if you get a vaccine, then spoons will jump up and live in your nose and all that absolutely crazy stuff. There were two witnesses who testified in that case, in that hearing, that if we watched them and we listened to some of the audio, they were nutbags, they were Looney Tunes, they were crazy people. And you ask yourself, how do crazy people, and these folks are discredited. They had been introduced into court, for example, this one Tenpenny, I think her Tenpenny. She had been presented in court on several occasions to be an expert witness, and the courts refused to accept her. Said, no, you're not a witness, you're a crazy person. I don't know if the court said crazy person, but they said, no, you can't testify as an expert witness, you're not an expert witness. So how does she get to be qualify as a witness at a State House hearing in Ohio? Jake Zuckerman actually dug into that. How did they get there? And he's got some stories for us to tell coming up a little bit later on this morning. Also this morning, in West Virginia, we're going to begin a task force on hunger coming out of the State House. House Speaker Roger Henshaw appointed a task force to take a look at hunger in West Virginia and look at some of the causes, some of the reality of hunger, and maybe we'll offer some solutions as well. One of the folks on that task force is Marshall County's Lisa Zukoff, and Lisa's with us here a little bit later on this morning to talk about that as well. New book is out. Actually, several new books are out on Donald Trump right now. But one of the books basically says that there was the U.S. military, this is scary stuff. The U.S. military, top officials in the military, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs and others, were so concerned about Donald Trump trying to start a military coup that they had plans prepared on how they could stop it if the commander-in-chief told them to take over their own country. I mean, that's scary stuff. We'll get into that in our political insights coming up a little bit later on. All right, gang, 7:33, 27 before the hour. We're up and running on a Thursday morning edition of the program. It's going to be a nice day today, dry day, sunny day, up to around 86, currently 68 and clear at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. It's 69 and foggy, although even since we started the show half an hour ago, the fog is beginning to clear off here at my home studios. 69 and foggy here at the home studios and at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Let's head over to the news desk for some updates from the Big Seven. Mr. DeFabio is in with the morning sports report, and then we'll see what the day is going to look like in detail. Zach Petty is with us here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now.
One. Pitcher Garrett Cole tried to convince Frazier to join their team. Of course, Cole is a member of the New York Yankees, and the Yankees need a solid left-handed hitter. But the Braves, the White Sox, the Mets, they can also use Frazier. But remember, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates who will control Adam Frazier's future. Meanwhile, Adam's still a Pirate, and his teammates will return to action Friday night hosting the New York Mets. PNC Park is a place to be Saturday night. The 1971 World Series team will be honored Saturday night at PNC Park, leading the way. The winning pitcher in Game 7 against those hated Baltimore Orioles, Steve Blass. In case you missed it, an exciting NBA Finals Game 4 in Milwaukee. The Bucks beat the Suns 109-103 to even that series at 2-2. Milwaukee's Chris Middleton led the way with 40 points. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog.
This is Bill DeFabio, your host of the variety show with Bill DeFabio. Heard on the Watchdog Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Join me from noon till 2 to talk sports, nostalgia, and hear from some of the legends of the game. You won't believe who I have on next. The Bill DeFabio Variety Show, heard on the Watchdog Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tune in and get with the program. I'm Bill DeFabio. Join me for the Variety Show on the Watchdog.
Technology can be challenging for business leaders, but Omni Strategic Technologies enables your business to perform without limits. They're the only IT company the Watchdog trusts. Omni offers IT managed services, cybersecurity and advisory solutions, backup and disaster recovery, and can handle all your hardware needs. If your business is faced with any technology challenges, the answer is simple. Call Omni Strategic Technologies at 304-242-7600 or visit them at www.omniperforms.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-362-2000, 362-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. I'm a private real estate investor who can solve your real estate problems fast for cash. Do you want to sell and just be done with it? Okay, great. I buy vacant properties, boarded up houses, pre-foreclosures, and inherited properties. I also buy apartment buildings, rental portfolios, divorce homes. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. I look forward to solving your real estate problems today. Give me a call for an all-cash offer at 614-362-2000, 614-362-2000.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there is one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. Being in business for over 50 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com.
I'm not buying till I check Doan Ford.
Over the years, you've brought opioids into your home. They helped when you were in pain, and you held on to them just in case. But holding on to opioids puts your family at risk. Learn more at www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Dutch Boy's new Platinum Plus paint with Stain Shield technology has the performance you expect from a luxury paint at a price you didn't. Platinum Plus is up to 50% more washable and stain resistant than a leading premium paint in satin sheen. Superiority ranges from 24 to 50% depending on sheen selected. Platinum Plus keeps your walls looking new longer. Menards and Dutch Boy paint have you covered. Go ahead, live your life.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Savings or a mail-in rebate. See store for details.
Dominating both AM and FM, the Watchdog is AM 1600 and 1370, FM 98.1 and 97.7. We are the Watchdog. The Watchdog prides itself in being involved in our community, and we want to hear from you. Does your organization have an event that you would like promoted on the radio? Please send us the details via our website, watchdognetwork.com. Just click on our contact page and fill the information. Live, local, and here for our community. Share your events with the Watchdog.
We're on air, online, on video, and on demand. Find us where you like us. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
18 to the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. In our political insights coming up in just a bit, top generals in this country, our highest military leaders, were fearful that Donald Trump would attempt a coup if he didn't win the election. That, according to a new book that is out, we'll take a look at some of the things the military folks were afraid were going to happen and what they had planned to do about it. And Democratic senators are moving to decriminalize marijuana at the federal level. We'll check into that as well. Coming up in our political insights not far away. But right now, let's get an insight into what the day is going to be like. This may be one of the better days of the week, I guess. Zach Petty is with us to tell us about it. Good morning, Zach.
Hey, happy Thursday, Howard.
It is Thursday indeed. Will I be happy today, Zach? Is this going to be make me happy kind of weather day?
It is a happy weather day just because there's no rain in the forecast.
Well, that's a good sign. I like that, yeah.
So
yesterday we had that sporadic rain that you talked about. Sometimes it rained, sometimes it didn't. Different areas.
Yeah, and it wasn't widespread, so probably one of my least favorite weather variables, talking about those scattered and very isolated showers, just because, as we talked about and joked about yesterday, I'm the perfectionist. I like to be able to pinpoint and exactly know when and where down to the zip codes, but not so much the case yesterday. They were very scattered in nature. Good news is high pressure is building in, giving us some relief in the rain shower activity. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for most of the day. Best chance for sun will come probably around dinner and through the evening. The only two caveats, if we call them that, we're going to deal with the mugginess, but we're also going to have some high heat work its way back in, mid to upper 80s. So, Howard, if you have the opportunity to do so, I'd cool off in a pool.
Think it's a good pool day? All right, I'm going to try and make that happen today. I think that this could be a good day for that. Went out to get ice cream yesterday. You know how the weather just hits you at the wrong time. So got into the car, said, let's go get some ice cream. We're going over to Kirk's Ice Cream in St. Clairsville. Got Teddy in the car. We got in the car. We weren't 2 minutes away from home when a nice little shower came down. Not a downpour, but just a nice little shower came down. Didn't last long. It was gone. And then the sun came out. And as we're coming back home, I said, well, maybe we'll go swimming when we get home. And we got home, and it was overcast. It was just one of those days you couldn't predict exactly what was going to happen next, Or at least I couldn't. Maybe you could because you're a weather guy.
Yeah, it's just one of those tough ones where there's pop-up showers, literally probably less than 10 miles in terms of rate or in terms of diameter, where they popped up. I was under one. I was actually, it was poetic justice too. I was leaving the YMCA after I hit my left, and just as I was walking outside, it started to spritz and rain a little bit, and I felt kind of defeated as a meteorologist because, A, I wasn't walking in with an umbrella. B, I said, you know what are my odds? And then I get a piece of humble pie served back at me.
Yeah, Mother Nature's kind of reminding you a little there. Of course, you didn't take your own advice. I think in your narrative forecast yesterday, I think you actually said it's probably going to be smart to carry an umbrella with you. So you didn't even listen to your own advice there.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I got you.
I think you can understand what I mean by that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe me. And it's what I had to teach my kids, and I'm trying to teach Teddy. Don't do what Granddaddy does. Just listen to what I tell you to do.
Right.
His grandmother, for example, tells him, now don't play in the creek. And then he'll tell him, Granddaddy says he always played in the creek when he was a little boy. Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell Grandma I told you that. Yes, I did do that, grandson, but I'm an older, wiser man now. Don't play in the creek.
I know it's in the creek, son.
So your grandma's not around. Yeah, I know. That's right. I know it's in the creek. Don't do it until your grandma's not around. Then I'll tell you the true story. That's the world we live in here. Tomorrow, going to stay pretty dry as well, right?
For the most part, especially through the morning hours. Better chances for rain, Howard looks to develop later on in the afternoon and evening. I'm not going to call it a washout, but just kind of some prefrontal showers. The cold front that is going to be moving in on Saturday, that's probably be a good cleaning day to do any sort of inside activities or just to stay inside, just because of a good soaking, steady rains expected on Saturday. We'll start to see the effects of that later on tomorrow afternoon and evening. Nothing widespread, but just some pretty scattered showers and storms possibly moving in, let's say, between 3 and then until the evening hours. So most of the morning will be pretty nice. Then clouds start to build in close to lunchtime, and then furthermore, those rain showers moving in. So not the best looking day just because rain showers will be back in the forecast, but still we'll be staying with temperatures in the mid-80s. So just another reason to enjoy any sort of outdoor activities and plan them for today, since we do have the rain returning tomorrow and into the beginning of the weekend.
The clouds and the rain will stay with us at least for part of the weekend, right?
Yeah, it looks like best chance for that will be Saturday. Good soaking rain most of the day. Temperatures will be a bit cooler, but the good news that the cold front will provide is that it'll provide some relief in mugginess. Finally, this cold front will bring in some drier air, and I do expect us to feel a lot more bearable and comfortable to be outside. Probably late in the afternoon by Sunday, if not by Monday, we'll finally reap the benefits of that cold front bringing in the drier air mass.
Okay. And then next week, some sun might come back next week, so hopefully at least.
Yeah, it looks like we'll start to dry things out as of now on Monday and Tuesday. But one thing that I wasn't for sure on, only a couple models were indicating some showers and possible pop-ups. But again, we're looking 5, 6, 7 days out into the future. I'll take my chances that we'll stay dry as of now, and then I'll revisit that come Monday whenever I get back, because I'm out of the office tomorrow. Howard, Aaron will be in for me. because I got to take my sister to a doctor's appointment in Pittsburgh. Then we're heading up to State College to visit my grandparents.
All right, I was getting ready to tell you that I will not be here tomorrow. Butch Maxwell filling in for me, so there will be someone here. Brad will be working hard. Brother Biff will be behind the board there, and Butch Maxwell filling in for me. I have to get some teeth pulled, so I am not looking forward to that at all tomorrow. But,
you better eat good tonight.
That's what my wife said. She said, "What do you want for?" It's like your last meal for a while. So I have to decide what I want for tonight. So I won't be here either tomorrow. But we'll have a good show.
Good luck.
We'll have a good show. Butch has a good show. So Aaron will be in, Butch will be in. The two of them can have their time together. Brother Biff will be there, and you and I will get together again on Monday then.
Yep, sounds good. Well, enjoy your last meal tonight. Have you even thought about what you want?
No, I don't know. Probably something that's good and chewy, because I won't be able to chew for a few days. Actually, probably a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe a nice steak or something. I don't know. And my wife made ribs last night. Man, they were tremendous. They were. I don't know where she got them from, but they were thick and meaty ribs, and they were fall off the bone. She cooked them just perfectly. Fall off the bone ribs. I enjoyed them immensely. And with a little bit left, and I thought to myself, I've already had 2 servings of ribs, almost a whole rack of ribs. Should I have more? And of course, part of me said, "Yep, you should."
Yep.
But I'm trying to maybe not eat quite as much. So I passed up on the final ones. Although I think they're in the refrigerator. I might have them for lunch today. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I have to think about that, what the final meal for the night will be tonight. Because for at least a few days, if not a couple weeks, I won't be having any real good food for a while. All right, Zach, have a good weekend. I will talk to you on Monday, and we'll keep on following the forecast at Storm Tracker 7 as well.
All right, sounds good, guys. Have a good one. Howard, good luck. We'll see you. Brother Biff, have a good golf game today, and we'll talk to you all on Monday.
All right, thanks a lot, Zach. Appreciate it. 9 before the hour on the Watchdog Morning Show. Zach Petty from the Big 7 WTRF TV. Yeah, my wife asked me, "What do you want for dinner tonight?" Because I don't know whether to go out and eat someplace, Biff, but I'm not this. I know for the weekend, I've already been told it's just going to be soft foods and pudding, Jell-O.
Jell-O, I was going to say, probably. Can you have broth from soup?
I think so. Her concern, a couple of concerns, but one of them is that she said, your mouth will be so numb that whatever you try to eat is just going to roll down your shit, So so. If you all wonder where I am tomorrow, that's the answer. That is the answer. 8 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Need to do a break, Biffy, right?
No, we're good. I got everything in.
Man, you are so good about taking care of that business, more than I could have done. All right, very good. I do want to tell you that the NBA Finals are, I think they're tied now, right?
Yes, the Bucks won an exciting Game 4 last night, 109 to 103, and to even up the NBA Finals at 2 games apiece. And Game 5 will be back in Phoenix on Saturday night.
The NBA Finals are here, and FanDuel Sportsbook has a championship offer you don't want to miss. Because during the finals, new users get 30-1 odds. That's really a good deal. 30-1 odds. Pick whichever team you want. The Bucks, the Suns, doesn't make any difference. You pick your team to win the next game, and you'll get 30-1 odds on your pick. That means you could conceivably win $150 by just putting up a $5 bet. That's a nice way to win. Always more ways to win with FanDuel, especially during the NBA Finals. And when you do win, getting your money is a layup. You get paid in as little as 24 hours. Plus, the app, I tell you all the time, is really easy to use. Just sign up using my name, Monroe, in the promo code box to get the NBA Final bet for 30-1 odds. Once again, promo code Monroe, 30-1 odds that either team will win their next game. You pick what you believe to be the case and place your bet. Place your bets exclusively
on the FanDuel Sports app. As always, I must remind you, you have to be 21 or older, physically present in West Virginia. This is for new users only. You must wager in the designated offer market. A $10 first deposit is required. $150 is the maximum bonus. See the full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net or call 1-800-GAMBLER. FanDuel Sportsbook, where there are more ways to win. We're going to talk about homelessness in West Virginia. I'm sorry, excuse me. No, we're not. We're going to talk about hunger in West Virginia in the next hour of the show. Lisa Zukoff, Marshall County delegate, will be here with us. She's on the task force, I guess they call it, to investigate the issue of hunger in the Mountain State, appointed recently by House Speaker Henshaw. She joins us coming up after the top of the hour break. But right now, let's take a look at a couple of the political stories that I want to get into this morning. Democratic senators have introduced a bill to end the federal prohibition of marijuana. The legislation would remove marijuana from the federal list of controlled substances and would get rid of any non-violent marijuana-related crimes. All right, so it's not quote exactly legalizing, but it is decriminalizing marijuana at the federal level. Now, this is the first time in history that this has actually made its way to an actual bill at the federal level. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he would use his clout to make decriminalization a Senate priority. This could be a flashpoint issue over the next few weeks. And the top U.S. military officer, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, was so concerned that President Trump, when he was president, might attempt a coup after he lost the November election, that the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and other top officials planned how they would respond if the commander-in-chief ordered a coup. And this comes out in a new book from a couple of Pulitzer Prize-winning Washington Post reporters. Milley and the other Joint Chiefs plan to resign one by one, not immediately, but one would resign, that would raise another one up. They would resign one by one in order to avoid there being any top leadership that could get involved in a coup. Scary, scary stuff. That, the fact that our top military leaders were thinking about this means that this concept of the president going berserk and actually trying to have a military coup in this country was taken seriously by the military. Yeah, talk show hosts talked about it, and Looney Tunes on both sides of the aisle, Looney Tune leftists worried about it, Looney Tune right-wingers thought it was something maybe should be considered. But the fact that the chairman of the Joint Chiefs and other top military leaders gave this consideration means that these are folks who were really scared that the commander-in-chief would tell them to turn on their own country. Which, when you think about it, is what happened, the insurrection, except it wasn't the military, it was just crazy people that turned on their own country. Here's some more political insights from our friends at ABC this morning.
Now your political insights from ABC News. The first round of child tax credit payments hit American bank accounts this Thursday, and senior Biden administration officials say as much as $15 billion will be paid to some 60 million children. President Biden meeting with Senate Democrats on Capitol Hill on infrastructure just a day after leaders came to an agreement on a $3.5 trillion budget plan. The president later talked infrastructure with a bipartisan group of mayors and governors. You've got the vaccine, book the trip, and all you need is that renewed expired passport. Well, the government says you may not get it in time. The State Department reporting a backlog of up to 2 million unprocessed passport applications. COVID prevented agents from reviewing them in person at the office. Still, the government says applying by mail is up to 5 times faster than in person. They're also warning about online scammers who charge for a faster appointment. Those are your political insights. I'm Andy Field, ABC News.
68 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 69 here at my home studio. Started out cloudy, and here at the studios, my home studios, started out foggy. The fog is burning off fairly quickly, and I see sunshine outside right now. Today's going to be actually a pretty good day. Going to be a warm one, 86 for the high, but we're looking at a fairly dry day today, and then sunshine most of the day. So that sounds good. Well, it is just about 8 o'clock. We'll head to the newsroom of ABC. They'll cover the world for us. Lisa Zukoff will join me coming up next, a Marshall County delegate, and we're going to talk about hunger in West Virginia.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Virus case numbers in